Hi, everybody. We'll get started in just a minute here. We're waiting for people to join. It's just at the top of the hour now, so give us a minute or two as the attendees start to join. Thank you. Again, we'll wait till about a minute after to get started as people are joining the meeting now. So thank you for your patience. Again, so everyone knows their sound is working. We're just waiting a few more minutes. People are continuing to join. So if you could just be patient with us, we want to make sure that everyone's connected to the meeting, and we'll get started shortly. All right, we'll do a 30-second countdown and we'll get started. And 10 seconds, I feel like it's New Year's Eve. I need a big ball to drop. All right, let's go ahead and get started here. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Elevate Your Data Strategy with Microsoft's Modern Data Platform. We at Confiz are very excited that you have joined us for this fabulous event. My name is John Esmail, and I'll be your host today. We have an excellent headliner for today's event, Tom Robertson. Tom comes with 20 years of experience in the data world and will provide you with valuable insights over the course of the next 30 minutes. Before we get started, please give me a moment to introduce you to Confiz. Confiz is a group of technology leaders enabling companies worldwide to harness the power of innovation. We partner with today's leading cloud vendors such as Microsoft and Databricks to assist clients of all sizes throughout their digital transformation journey. We look forward to getting to know you better today and in the future. We're going to do a couple of polls throughout today's event. Our first one is appearing now. You should be seeing it in the right-hand side of your screen in a chat section. We welcome you to go ahead and respond to the poll. We'll also be able to see the results from everyone taking the poll. So just take a minute and go ahead and let us know how familiar you are with Microsoft Fabric. All right, so let's start out with a Gartner study. According to this study, data fabric deployments will quadruple efficiency in data utilization. That means a huge reduction in manual tasks, which will bring increases in productivity to the business. Let me tell you, not all data challenges are just about technology itself. According to an MIT survey, a vast majority of current data challenges are attributed to people and processes. I have an example from one of our clients. When Confiz first started working with a high-tech company to transform their legacy data warehouse into a modern data platform, we discovered there were virtually no documented definitions to the KPIs. Or when it was documented, there were many versions of what should have been the single definition. There was absolutely no ownership of the dashboards or reports, and there was no reporting rationalization whatsoever. Out of 200 plus reports, we found only 10% of them were really being used. In working with the client, we helped create a KPI standards to address the root cause of their data-related challenges. As a result of our work, the client reduced the number of reports by 50%, and every single one has purpose and is in use today. Now that they have a solid reporting structure, the whole company can realize the benefits from these changes. I could also tell you that data-driven transformations do produce outstanding results. Let me share another example with you. One of our clients in the UK was struggling to keep up with the competition in their industry. They knew one of their main challenges was with their current data estate. They decided that they should embark on a digital transformation journey. Through diligent work and moving to a modern data platform, they increased revenue, profits, customer satisfaction, while reducing the time to market with new offerings. This effort and achievement awarded them numerous awards for both their industry groups and associated regulatory bodies for its outstanding performance. It was a wonderful journey of empowering a company to help them through their modern data-driven transformation. As of today, they rose in ranks from being the 5th largest company in their field to being number 2. And I know they're knocking on the door of number 1. A modern data platform is a highly integrated set of technology, resources, services, tools designed to manage, analyze, and derive valuable insights from all types of data in a scalable and efficient manner. A modern data platform will incorporate artificial intelligence as a core service. These resources facilitate smoother data acquisition, accurate analysis, and will produce stunning visualizations to consume that data. The importance of a modern data strategy in today's business environment is critical. It provides decision makers with accurate, up-to-date data, enabling informed and quick decision making in a fast-paced environment. A well-implemented data strategy offers a competitive advantage, allowing businesses to understand consumer behavior, identify trends, and respond to market challenges effectively. Automating data processes increase efficiency and productivity. Effective data utilization enhances customers' experience, fostering increase in loyalty and revenue. Robust data governance and compliance protocols are integral to our modern data strategies. This will ensure adherence to stringent data protection laws and mitigate risk of data breaches. Data-driven strategies spur innovation, leading to new products, services, and business models, all while identifying new market opportunities. Modern strategies incorporate cloud-based solutions for scalability and flexibility, allowing adaptation to changing data needs. Integrations of technologies like AI, machine learning, and IoT offers deeper insights and new opportunities. Such strategies foster a data-driven culture within organizations, prioritizing data as a key asset and guiding business operations and resource optimization. I want to thank you for your time today, and now I'll turn over the event to Tom Robertson, who will walk you through the Microsoft Fabric and how it will impact your data-driven decision-making and help you move up the chain in your data and AI maturity model. Thank you. Take it away, Tom.
Thanks, John. Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining. Start off with another poll here, and just asking how familiar you are with the concept and structure of data lakes. If you just take a moment to fill out that poll that you see to the right-hand side of your screen, it's greatly appreciated. I'll just give you a second to do that, and then we'll get started here. All right. Microsoft Fabric. So this is really exciting. So Microsoft Fabric is a unified analytics solution. It's run as a software as a service approach. It is a complete analytic platform from end to end. It's lake-centric and open. It empowers every user across your analytics landscape. And it provides a persistent security and governance model across the solution. Let's talk about some key characteristics and capabilities when we talk about a modern data platform. We have the layer of data ingestion, where we have to ingest data of all types. So structured data and streaming data, unstructured data and semi-structured data. We have to store it somewhere in an inexpensive, resilient, and durable storage layer. And we have a layer where we do some data integration and curation. We need tools to do this work, clean up data, to augment data, and integrate it from different sources. We have a layer where we do data transformations and aggregations, creating dimensional models for use in business intelligence tools, and later for dashboards and analytics. And then we have tools that work with machine learning, and those can access either the data integration layer or the transformation layer, but typically work with the integration layer or the curation layer, pardon me, where data still is more in its raw form and offers more to explore. Underlying all these characteristics and capabilities, there's a foundation of cloud-native products and services from major providers, support for collaboration and integrated workflows across the platform that provide data governance and security for the platform, and some type of metadata management and data cataloging. All these things comprise a modern data platform. Most analytics solutions are complex and fragmented. They become more so over time. There are multiple tools, multiple vendors involved, and multiple levels of knowledge that people need across the organization to support these tools and processes. Microsoft Fabric follows similar patterns. It provides analytics solutions because they follow a similar pattern, and they're predictable. Microsoft has integrated all of its products in the background so that we don't have to provision them, configure them, and integrate them ourselves. We're talking about Data Factory, Data Lake, Azure Synapse, Data Explorer, machine learning, etc. All of this provides a unified data integration layer, data engineering, data warehouse, real-time analytics, data science, and business intelligence workload. Data Lake is unified under one lake, and we have a governance and administration solution that goes all along with the solution. Microsoft Fabric architecture is lakehouse-centric, open architecture. Provides a reliable data platform that works efficiently with all types of analytics workloads. It supports both streaming and batch operations. It handles all types of data for analytics and AI use cases. It works with Lakehouse, Spark Notebooks, and SQL Data Warehouse. And it provides a single unified approach for security and governance. So kind of dig into Microsoft Fabric architecture. You think about the different workloads that are depicted across the top of this slide. Data integration, data engineering, all the way through business intelligence, all built on top of a unified platform where we have AI assistance provided through Copilot based on shared workspaces, universal compute, one layer of security, and one lake for one storage layer. to create an intelligent data fabric. Let's talk about that storage for a minute. We have all these different workloads, and typically in a solution, these could be different processes, different tools, different vendors that are doing this. Here we have a unified approach. We have workloads for every analytic workload type, all using the same storage foundation in one lake in the intelligent fabric. All the workloads store their data there. The data is organized intuitively in a hierarchical form using folders, and it's automatically indexed for MIP labeling, lineage, and PII scans. We talk about real shared data. We think about the workloads. We need a platform that supports all the analysts across the solution. So data warehousing, SQL-based work, data engineering, Spark notebooks, data integration, Spark notebooks again, or could possibly be SQL, and data science, real-time analytics through CustoDBs and KSQL, and business intelligence through Power BI and analysis services. All of this sharing serverless compute layer that's unified and optimized by Microsoft. We don't need to provision anything. We don't need to tune clusters or worry about that. We have one lake storage where all the data is stored in one lake. All of this is optimized on a Delta Parquet format, and data stored in the lake is accessible to all the engines without requiring any import-export processes or duplication. Here we have a diagram that depicts this. We're not duplicating data in one lake when we link to other data sources externally. We have the concept of shortcuts within one lake where we can actually connect to other Azure storage outside of Fabric. We can connect to Amazon S3 storage and Google Cloud. We do not duplicate the data or pull it into one lake, merely create a shortcut to it. The shortcuts allow instant linking of the data that already exists in Azure and other clouds, and one lake is the first multi-cloud data lake. Now let's talk about working with this data. Microsoft Fabric provides these persona-driven experiences from Power BI, Data Factory, Data Activator, Synapse Engineering, Synapse Data Science, Synapse Data Warehouse, and Synapse Real-Time Analytics, so that we can do everything from build powerful BI dashboards, we can create complex ETL processes and pipelines, we can set up data activators to monitor our data and trigger alerts and automate actions so you don't need to take steps manually. It's integrated with Synapse Data Engineering so that we can create complex Spark notebook for transformations and data integration. It's fully integrated with Synapse Data Science and also Synapse Data Warehouse for a more traditional SQL persona-driven experience. Let's talk about data integration and engineering for a second. We can extract and ingest with data flows. We can build workflows with data pipelines. We can transform data with Power Query. And we can build code-based pipelines with Spark notebooks and Jog. Here we see a screen where we can create a lakehouse. We can create Delta tables and work with data frames in a PySpark notebook for data integration and data engineering. We can query this data from within using standard SQL commands, or we can build data frames and do it in Python as well. Data Factory workloads provide typical data engineering workload experience that all are familiar with. They're used to using ADF, Matillion, etc. We can build pipelines. We can connect to external data sources through literally hundreds of data connectors. And we can build out these pipelines in a visual, low code, or pro code manner, whatever suits our need and meets our requirements. We can do data engineering with data flows for those more familiar with the Power BI paradigm or perhaps Tableau. This is a more visual interaction where we again can connect to hundreds of data sources and then build our data flows in a visual manner versus a pro code manner. Microsoft Fabric also offers two types of data warehouses. One that's fully T-SQL compliant, where we create our data warehouses in a Synapse data warehouse paradigm. We can ingest data, we can update data, and we have full T-SQL commands in this workspace. The other way that we can work with warehouses in Fabric is through SQL endpoints. Every time we create a table, a Delta table within Fabric, it automatically creates a SQL endpoint. We can query that SQL endpoint with T-SQL commands, but we can't update the data. We can't ingest data into these endpoints, but we can work with it from an analytics standpoint. The data warehouse experience provides a traditional warehouse view that everyone that's familiar with SQL will be comfortable with. Here we see a dimensional model and fact tables laid out in the model view. We have SQL windows that we can query data from using standard SQL in a way that we've become accustomed to. Microsoft Fabric Real-Time Analytics offers a way to analyze data as it's streaming in near real time. It's automatically managed for scale. It's easy to onboard with a friendly UX. It works across workloads and managed experiences. Here we can see the real-time analytics interface using Synapse, CustoDB, and KSQL. We can look at our stream as it's coming in, analyze that data, and create dashboards to tell us what's happening in our environment and take action. Microsoft Fabric Data Science also offers the experience for data sciences to build Spark notebooks, train models, and then serve them. We can build AI intelligence models, and then we can use them in downstream events, perhaps for a dashboard or to report on statistics. We can also do distributed ML training. It's integrated with cognitive services. It's integrated with MLflow and OpenAI LLMs. Next, we have the Power BI interface. Power BI workload, and I'll talk about Copilot here. Copilot being integrated with Microsoft Fabric at all layers. The first layer to come out was Power BI, and they're working on Spark Notebook creation integration right now. So you can build beautiful Power BI dashboards as you're accustomed to, all driven off of the Lakehouse architecture or the data warehouse that you built. And you can also enhance these through Copilot. You can verbally describe or type in what you want Copilot to do, and it will help you build these visualizations. It will also help you create rich text narratives that can accompany your diagrams or your dashboards. All right, so we've seen some of the features of Microsoft Fabric and what we do with these, and how do we turn this into business value? I have a couple of examples here from clients, and I just want to go through these. Think about, the world's largest chocolate company. Confizz spearheaded a transformative digital journey, leveraging our unparalleled expertise in data-driven technology. We implemented data ingestion from a wide variety of sources in a lake-centric platform. We led the transition from manually intensive Excel reporting to advanced analytics and dashboards with Power BI. We developed executive dashboards for business performance, sales, and store accountability. And we equipped reconcilers, managers, and retail operators with modern, effective tools for tracking, monitoring, and investigating loss prevention. Another use case and success story, we work with a Fortune Global 100 retail customer. Confizz crafted a robust, scalable platform designed to monitor self-service checkouts with retail stores, with an emphasis on ensuring stringent compliance standards. We built a processing layer employing Kafka streams into Spark streaming, data warehouse utilizing large volumes of data in Spark processing, and advanced analytic dashboards, and even built a new mobile application using React Native based on the data in the modern data platform. Don, I'll hand it back over to you now to talk about the assessment.
Absolutely. Thank you, Tom. Before I go on to the assessment offer, Tom, I do have a question for you. We talked about Databricks early on. Can you talk a little bit about the, do we still need Databricks with Microsoft Fabric? What's reality and Microsoft Fabric and the need for Databricks today?
Sure. Depending on where you're at in your journey, if you're already utilizing Databricks, you may still need it. If you're not fully committed to Databricks, though, Fabric actually does offer a similar paradigm. You don't necessarily need Databricks. Fabric is fully Lakehouse centric. It's open, Spark notebooks, and open code. So, it's really a portable solution.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Tom.
Absolutely.
So we appreciate everybody. We're going to open this up for Q&A in just a moment. But before we do that, we do have an offer for all of you here at Confizz, as that any organization that is looking to see where they sit on the data maturity model, what Confiz will do at no cost to all the attendees today, will come in and deepen your learning on Microsoft Fabric and how a modern data platform can help you. We will help you also craft a 12-month road plan of how to take you from where you are today into your desired state that you could use as your strategic document for planning and budgeting over the course of time. So this offers to attendees that have joined us today. We'll send you out more information on that, but feel free to contact us. We also have a survey that we're going to be sending out to everybody. You can scan the QR code here to do the survey, or you'll also be receiving it in email. You will get a free gift card for doing the survey. So take advantage of that. Might get a little holiday cheer or something of that nature for participating in a December webinar. So with that, again, I want to thank everyone for their time today and open the floor to any questions. Umair, or Bilal, if you can allow people to unmute themselves. If you have a question, go ahead and speak up, raise your hand, and fire away. Any other questions from everyone? Anyone from today's event? Give people a moment to think about it. All right. Well, thank you all for attending today's event. Looks like we're gonna get you out just a couple minutes early. One thing that we do want to be is conscious of your time. If you have a
So we have a few questions coming in, John. There you go.
Okay, so go ahead, Tom, if you want to start. The first question is, what is the mobile app?
That was actually a custom app that we built for that client that was built on top of Meta's code.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then do OneLake provide Delta Lake competitor like Hyundai or Iceberg format?
We do provide Delta Lake format, so everything is in a Delta Parquet format within the data lake storage.
And then we have another question, which I'm going to post in the chat. It's about, can we talk about the performance from Microsoft for Microsoft Fabric? How much data can it ingest and process?
Oh, that's a good one. Actually, it can ingest up to petabyte scale quantities of data. Fabric's been optimized by Microsoft on the back end. They're responsible for the serverless compute and the storage layer. As you might imagine, they have quite the resources at their disposal, and they have tuned and optimized this platform to the nth degree. So petabyte scale data operations is what I would say.
Yeah, there's very little limitation to the capacity that Microsoft Fabric can do. The way Microsoft is presented is you do buy it based on performance consumption. So if you are familiar right now with Power BI Premium, the Power BI Premium, or the P1, offers you the layer of consumption for doing the Power BI reports, and then the equal to add the compute associated with the rest of Fabric. They are now calling it an F8 model, and then it scales up from there. And if you do have some outlining use cases with massive amounts of data, we can have a one-on-one conversation. But this should handle trillions of transactions in real time. And it's just a matter of, can you get the data up there fast enough?
I think we have got another question. It's about any advice for someone who is on self-learning path, how they can better equip themselves with this important technology.
Sure. So Microsoft, to learn about Microsoft Fabric, one of the best resources is actually out on Microsoft Learn. They have a full set of courses that you can take that do your intro all the way into a deep dive, even a hands-on kind of, use Fabric, set up your own free trial, build your own lake house, manipulate Spark notebooks, and try out all the different features of Fabric on the Microsoft Learn site. So that would be the first place that I would tell everyone to go. As a secondary source of education, learning as much as you can about lakehouse architecture and just the foundational components of lakehouse architecture will help you understand Fabric as well.
Okay. Let me answer the future of Microsoft Fabric.
I'll
So,
let you take that one.
yes. So this is my 35th year, going on my 36th year being in IT consulting. So I started with Microsoft back in the first days, back in the early 90s when it was first rolling out to companies. Each and every item Microsoft has latched onto has become the standard. So if you look at the transition of all other email systems to Microsoft Exchange and now Microsoft 365, the proliferation of SQL Server into the workplace, all the way to doing SQL data warehouses, now with everything in the cloud, from Microsoft transforming that into Synapse, and now Fabric, which really brings together all the building blocks of a modern data estate into one easily purchase and consume system that right now there's no other organization that comes close to the complete solution as Microsoft has with Microsoft Fabric. So if you look at the consumption, the use, and even Microsoft stock price, now that they've invested in ChatGPT, OpenAI, and is incorporating into Copilot into all their products. This is just the beginning with Microsoft, and look for real great things to come in the future. You can tell I'm enthusiastic about Microsoft. It's a strong hold in my in your stock portfolio. Any other questions today? All right. Well, we're a little bit over time now. So again, thank you, everybody. Feel free to respond to the surveys with additional questions. Email them out to us. I'm John Esmail, Tom Robertson here. We're happy to help you today or anytime in the future. Have a great day.
Great
Bye,
day, everyone.
everybody.